Hey YouTube, how's it going? So I'm once again at the gym. I may even come back tomorrow because I didn't feel like I worked out as good as I should have. In fact, I felt pretty fatigued, but I'm gonna try to come back here tomorrow since I've got quite a bit of money left, and I'm gonna probably just chill. But that's not why I made this video. So I have a webcam that I just purchased today. I purchased it like maybe Thursday, Friday, Thursday most likely, and it just arrived today. So I will be messing with that, trying to get it on my laptop. Hopefully it'll work. I don't have an Elgato card, but I'd still figured I'd tell you guys. I purchased Dynasty Warriors Origins on the PlayStation 5, so hopefully I'll get into that sometime this weekend. Either today or tomorrow before I go back to work and everything. But yeah. I don't know what I will be doing today. I will try to make a video tonight. I'm also getting a mic as well, a Blue Yeti microphone. It's not a snowball. It was the kind of the bigger mics, the ones where you can like move up and down. They're just Blue Yeti mics, and it was like $94, so I bought it. We'll be using that to record with. I'm also getting, since I have a laptop and I don't have any room to store that mic or anything else, I'm also going to buy a USB hub, which I also did buy, which should arrive about the same time that my mic arrives. But another thing that kind of terrified me, well, it didn't really terrify me, it was just quite odd. So if you scroll through TikTok, because it's back online now, for those of you who didn't know, I meant to say it's back on the apps. Everybody knows it's back online now. But like Thursday, I want to say, Google and Apple announced that it's back on App Store now, since I guess they now know that it's not against the law and they won't get fined for it. But if you were the idiot like me who deleted TikTok, you can add it back. Funny enough, I didn't delete CapCut, but I deleted TikTok. I also deleted Lemonade. That's another thing powered by TikTok. But yeah. So right now I'm back on the trail again. Hopefully I'll go back in there and work out again, but we'll see. But yeah, I just thought I'd let y'all know that my mic and my headset, or my mic and my webcam are coming. So, look out for that. And what else? Oh yeah, I was talking about TikTok, but I got caught off track because there's a guy right there. And so TikTok has these. So what I've been recommended for on my For You page is scary shit, pretty scary shit. So there is, I've scrolled through quite a bit that have talked about the Appalachian Mountains and some of the scary shit you'll encounter there if you go there, and some of the rules you follow. Don't whistle back when it whistles at you. Don't try to interact with it if it tries to call your name. I've also been seeing mimics pop up on TikTok as well, which is kind of funny that I got back on the app and I've been watching those. They've been pretty terrifying. But I've never had a mimic encounter in my life. I did, however, do have kind of a certain story where I would hear my mom call Larry or something like that, and then I would go into the living room and then she would say, "I never called your name." So I don't know if that was my brain playing tricks on me or if I was hearing a mimic. But I think mimics actually try to be like knock on your door and stuff, and I never had that happen to me. I just kept thinking, I kept hearing my mom's saying my name, but I think that was just my mind playing tricks on me. It wasn't a mimic. Because some of the stuff I've seen the mimics do on videos, where people get knocks on the door and they hear their names being called, yeah, I've never had that happen to me. Thank goodness, and I hope I never will. But, you know, to each their own. I have never had those experiences. As far as I know, I've never had any paranormal experiences, except for one. And that was when I was... I'm going to try to beat this Tesla. Whew. Okay. When I was a kid, we had this... we lived... So, I will say this. It was in Rogers. I'm not going to say the name of the address because I don't want you guys to visit there. But there was a ghost there. It was somewhere on Olive Street. I'll just say that. There was a ghost in that house that I interacted with as a kid. And I always thought I was just making a joke. Because I was like a kid, I'm a kid, I'm talking to a ghost. I never saw it. But a lot of people, but I would interact with them, and it's like I actually had conversations with them and stuff. And I think I called him George. Or he went by George. But, and like, at night, they would hear like noises and stuff coming from the back rooms and stuff. Coming from some of the rooms. Well, turns out that years later, there was actually a guy who lived there. I think he passed away in the house. His name was George, and he loved kids. He sold, and I'm not talking about like no pedophile or anything like that. Like he was sweet on kids. He was sweet in a not so pedophilic way. He would sell them ice cream and give them all sorts of treats and stuff. And when I found that out years later, I was like terrified. I was like, what? I always thought I made that up in my head. Turns out I did not make that up in my head. Like, as a kid, I intentionally thought, I thought I'd be funny if I pretend to talk to a ghost. And I think I might have been talking to a ghost. Because I would go to my grandparents' room in that section of the house. They live somewhere in Gentry now. I won't specify the address, but this is when they lived back in Rogers. But that's actually why they moved out. Because they kept hearing that stuff, and I guess they thought it was too haunted, or maybe it was other reasons as well, but I think it was specifically that. But I've never encountered noises and stuff while we went there. It was mainly when we left they heard noises. But yeah, it turns out there actually was a guy named George that lived there, and he was like in a non-pedophilic way, a kid lover. And I don't mean like he would steal your kids or anything like that, or try to hit on kids. Like, he just loved kids. He gave them ice cream and stuff, and you know, but it was very scary to hear something like that because I never thought that was real. But that is the only ghostly encounter I've experienced, and it wasn't like I saw him or anything like that. It was just that I talked to him. Even as a kid, I didn't see him. And kids are known for seeing things that we don't see. I didn't see shit as a 4-year-old, or however old I was when this happened. But it was very terrifying to hear that was an actual person. Since then, I haven't had any ghostly encounters, anything of the sort. Never really believed in the paranormal. I mean, I do scroll through them quite a bit on TikTok, but I've never been the paranormal enthusiast. But I just thought I'd bring that up, and I'll probably bring it up tonight as well. I might even bring up the TikTok ban. The TikTok being brought on Google and Apple stores. That's what I meant to say. I'm saying ban because I think it just happened, but it's not January anymore. Although, I don't know what you guys feel about it being banned on the 5th of April. Some people have said it probably won't happen. And I kind of agree, because we only got banned for 19 hours on the 19th of January. And also another thing about that, apparently people are saying that for the ones that did have TikTok and kept it on their app, because I deleted mine when it happened because I thought it was for real. I know, how stupid, right? Apparently people were saying that their For You pages weren't letting them see anything because Facebook and Instagram Meta have been keeping tabs on them. But whenever you went to block their page, their For You page would instantly be back up. So a lot of people were like, and I see that on my feed now. I'm just like, why am I seeing something that was like a month ago? But no, I do hope to work out some today, and if I don't make up for it today, I'm gonna try to make up for it tomorrow. Because I don't think I'm doing shit tomorrow. Probably gonna be a relaxation day, so might as well come back over here. I've been coming here every Saturday. Sundays though I try to stay away, but not on purpose, but just because I worked out so much. But I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow. Well, it wasn't just that, it was also that I didn't have very much money. But because I take a Lyft down here, I don't have my parents or my brother-in-law or sister take me because they work. And my other sister, who doesn't work, well, she just likes to do her own thing. So I take a Lyft down here, and then I take a Lyft back home. So yeah, probably won't go home till like 4 or 5 maybe, as long as I get back before it's dark. But you know, I'm an adult and everything, but I still like to be careful, because you know, you got to in this world. But yeah, I just thought I would bring up that stuff, that I got a webcam. Y'all will see me with it. This wasn't supposed to be that long of a video, but what the hell, I'm bored and I wanted to chat a little bit about some stuff. But yeah, I don't think a whole lot of you will get it on your TikTok page. I'll tell you the thing that scared me is listening to the Call of Duty. So there's a soundbite of all the Call of Duty voice actors who voiced the zombies who were talking, and some of them were quite terrifying, and I never really paid attention to the backstory or anything, or watched the trailer, or watched the cutscenes. But apparently some of those humans from Die Rise were experimented on and turned into zombies, and that's why they say stuff like "kill me" or what's that other one? I can't breathe. I could try and show you guys the clip. I'll see if I can get it on here. If I can, that's what I'm talking about. Because I think I can do that on this phone, but I don't know if I can. If not, I can put it in a separate video for you guys to hear. But for those of you who get this recommendation, hopefully you do. Because I don't know, a lot of you guys got that PSN outage one, which is kind of crazy because none of my other videos have been recommended to anybody. But whatever, different strokes for different folks, I guess. Anyways, take it easy, y'all. Peace.